What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here, and E3 has come to a close, and as such I'm going to go over my thoughts about it. Now you know I'm the Crash guy, so obviously I'm going to start with the Crash Team Racing news, because it was its own thing. It wasn't in any of the conferences or stuff, it was just off to the side doing whatever, which was really cool. So I'll go over what I thought of all the different conferences in just a second, but first I want to go over what happened with Crash Team Racing. Characters confirmed. At first we got Penta Penguin, and then people were upset because they thought that was it, even though they'd been asking for Penta Penguin for a while. But on top of that, they were able to shut people up by dropping a huge bomb on us. So, post-release, after Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled comes out, they're going to start doing Grand Prix events, full of rewards and prizes, and all of it is 100% free. These awards include skins, colors, kart pieces, racetracks, entirely new racetracks, ones based off Crash Warped that have never been in a kart racer before, and then of course they're bringing in new characters like Tana Bandicoot, the 4 trophy girls, they're confirmed. Then they're bringing in Baby T, and baby versions of Crash and Coco, and finally, they announced that Spyro the Dragon is going to be joining the race. And considering both Tana's and Baby T's own Grand Prix include multiple characters, this means we could get multiple Spyro characters too, as well as a Spyro-themed track. Then outside of those announcements, they had a few Crash Team Racing based live streams, with interviews of Beanox reps and game directors. They confirmed that there will absolutely be 0 microtransactions within the game's entire life cycle, and for online they confirmed private lobbies and a ranking and leaderboard system, and they confirmed Crash Tag Team Racing characters and tracks would join this massive amount of content as well. All of that stuff was super duper neat, and as for the conferences themselves, there's not too much to talk about outside of Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy or anything. I often tend to look forward more to what Sony has to offer at E3, but they weren't there this year. But Square Enix did have a few interesting things too. For example, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm actually super excited for. I like its action RPG gameplay now, instead of the turn-based stuff, because that's not really my thing, so now it's finally my chance to try out one of the greatest games of all time, according to other people. And the Avengers thing looked pretty decent. I'm not sure about it, but it looked okay. Lots of people are freaking out and overreacting because they don't look like the MCU versions of themselves, but they never said it was going to be based on the MCU. This is just an Avengers game, just like the Avengers comics are the comics. But yeah, there's not much else that really caught my interest. On to the Microsoft conference. Cyberpunk looked really cool, and so does that Dragon Ball game. I thought it was Budokai Tenkaichi 4 at first, but no, it was an action RPG type thing. But again, not too much outside of those 2 things that I was interested in. I wish I had more I could be interested in, but lots of E3 this year was just bland open world and guy with gun. Especially Ubisoft's conference, good grief, that thing was like 90% Tom Clancy. I was hoping for Rayman to pop up somewhere, but he never did and I got super depressed. Bethesda's conference was so bad that it was good. The best part was laughing at how funny it was. And I don't think I even watched EA's conference. Did they have a conference or did they just do that EA Play thing? Either way, I didn't watch anything they did. On to Nintendo though. First up, Smash. They announced the Dragon Quest guy, whatever person, but Banjo! They actually put in Banjo. Now, I, for one, have never played a Banjo Kazooie game. I really need to try it out. I'm just hyped for everyone else that wanted him in so bad. They've been asking for so long, and not only is it important because it shows how powerful fan demand is, but it's also important in that Banjo is the first entirely Western IP to join Super Smash Bros. Of course, there are other Western characters like King K. Rool, Diddy Kong, Dark Samus, but they're from Japanese properties. Banjo is 100% Western. It definitely opens up the floodgates and increases likelihood for other Western characters like Rayman and, of course, Crash Bandicoot. And after that, we got more on Luigi's Mansion 3, a bunch of JRPG stuff. Sadly, we still got no look at Bayonetta 3, but we got info on Animal Crossing, which got delayed to 2020, but delays are good, it means the game will be better. And No More Heroes 3 got announced. I've never played the other 2, but I've heard amazing things about them, and my friends are super excited for it, so I'll definitely be giving it a shot. And of course, Spyro is coming to Switch and PC. And that pretty much is all the stuff that caught my eye during E3. Not a super exciting year. Without Sony, it was either guy with gun, random open world that's boring, or JRPG. And normally I hate the idea of saying Nintendo wins E3 just based on Smash alone, because there are some people who legitimately don't care about Smash and like other things from Nintendo. But Banjo's reveal just holds so much importance and so much weight for not only Smash, but even his own franchise that it's just too much to ignore. So let's just say Nintendo wins by default. And there we have it. Nintendo wins E3 2019 from me, a Sony fan. But I'm also a Nintendo fan, so whatever. Leopold the Brave out.